About the Texas A&M game upcoming this next week, talking about the possibilities of Arkansas possibly getting their first SEC victory against a Texas A&M team that seems to be reeling, and how great of a performance it was against San Jose State. That's how I wish I could start this postgame, but I can't, because Arkansas loses. That's right, loses to San Jose State, 31-24 in Fayetteville. Arkansas was down 24-7 at halftime. They stormed back, tied the game at 24. But 3, 4, 5 minutes late in the game was just too much time. And Arkansas let San Jose State drive right down the field with ease, score the go-ahead touchdown. But it's okay, though. Hey, Arkansas still got a chance to tie it back up. And Nick Starkel throws his 5th pick in the game to seal it for the Spartans. 5 interceptions. And folks, anytime you think that it can't get worse, as a Razorback football fan, something like this happens. You know, I was there at the game. I was trying to make sense out of what I was watching. I was trying to understand how it came to this port, how it got to this point of how Arkansas football, absolutely unacceptable and inexcusable performance by any Razorback football team in my life. And that's saying something, because we've seen some pretty pathetic showings over the past few years. We've seen some games that were just embarrassing and humiliating, but this one takes the cake. Because not only did you lose to a Mountain West team that had won 4 games in the past 2 seasons, not only did you do that, not only did you lose to them at home, but you lost to them by being totally and utterly dominated at the line of scrimmage. You lost to them because you were not on the same page as a team. You lost to them because you were completely and totally outcoached, outmatched, outperformed, outclassed, out everything against frickin' San Jose State. That is just disgusting. Like, it is an embarrassing night tonight for Razorback football fans, and I feel sorry for you. You deserve better than what you saw today. Everybody deserves better than what they saw today. And it is, listen, it's tough to win at Arkansas. We know it is. We understand it. It's tough to win in the SEC, period. There's a reason why only one team named Alabama is usually the team that wins it all every year. Because it's a tough league. It's a tough league to compete. But that's not what we're discussing tonight. We're discussing competing against Mountain West teams. And you're coming off of a victory against Colorado State that you thought could be the corner that is turning, that the tide is falling over, that you're going to be able to get things going in the right direction. Finally, you got your quarterback. You got some confidence. You had the celebration. You had Club Dub. It all looked like this was going to be the time where you start taking those next steps forward. And you came out and completely and totally embarrassed the entire state of Arkansas. That was horrendous. And it's just so unfortunate to see so many fans spend their time, their money, their effort into something that they're not getting anything back on. We will have some clips to play from Chad Morris as he met with the media, as he was pretty upset. And you know what? He should be. But he needs to be upset at himself more than anything. I mean, this was just, I don't even know where to begin. And, you know, I'm not the type of person that starts calling for people's jobs in the middle of the season. I've never been that person. I've said that many times. And a lot of you who are texting in and calling in and tweeting in, I mean, I know you got your reactions. We'll get to all those here in just a second, folks. I promise you. We'll get to that. We just need to get through this segment. We'll get to all your calls and texts. Don't worry. But what happened tonight cannot stand. It cannot be accepted. It cannot be tolerated in any form or fashion. It cannot. I have never in my life ever dreamed that this would be a reality that we're living in today. To see a team, a once proud program, in Arkansas. Stoop as low as this, where, unfortunately, you're the laughingstock of the SEC. And tonight, you're the laughingstock of college football. A feeling that we are all too familiar with, because this isn't the first time. And Razorback fans, you're sick of it. Something has to change. Something has to be different. Something has to give. I don't know what it is. I don't really know what direction to take it. What do you do now? Where do you go from here? Do you start cracking skulls? Do you start firing people? Do you start cleaning house? Do you blow it all up? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. And maybe after time, once this all settles in, I'll be able to give a more thoughtful response to what I think should happen. But what I do know is that today was a pathetic excuse. Like that team, that coaching staff, that entire, I don't know if they really are worthy to wear that Razorback logo, that Arkansas across their chest, because it used to mean something. It used to mean that you were not only representing yourselves in a football team and a program, you're representing the entire state. That's what it used to mean. But right now, I don't know what it means. What it looks like to me is that you are a program and you're a bunch of players and coaches that really don't get it. You don't get it. And I don't know if you want to get it. Because today, it was just absolutely horrendously disgusting. And I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just having this emotional high of what I saw today. Maybe it's been a long day for me too. But I am tired, folks. I am tired of coming onto this post-game show. I'm tired of doing the morning rush every single week of football season, every single day, coming out and having to try to make sense out of pathetic football performances. I'm tired of it. And you're tired of listening to me talk about it. And you're tired of taking your time and money to go to these games and try to support this program, and you can't really figure out why you're doing it. You're scratching your head. Because if that's the type of performance you're going to get, then what is the point? It's embarrassing. It is absolutely embarrassing. You got 8 games left of this season. 8 games. You're 2-2. 7 of those 8 games are SEC games. Can you win any of them? Right now, no, you can't. You'd lose to Western Kentucky. Ty Story's going to come in here and beat you. I mean, that's the level of confidence that I have and that a lot of you have. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And I know you are too. And I know you want to voice your displeasures, just like I voiced mine. And if you want to get on the conversation, call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. The phone lines are lit up. We will get to those here on the other side of the break. Again, don't worry, folks. I know it's going to be crazy. We'll try to get to everybody as quickly as possible. And also, do me a favor. Don't cuss. Don't swear. Remember, you're on live radio. Please do us that favor. Please, we don't want to get fined. So keep it classy as much as you can, but give us your thoughts and opinions. 877-377-6963. Cherokee Casino and Hotel Roland in West Siloam Springs. Every Saturday in September, play for your chance to win. Light up the nights with their fabulous Vegas nights in Roland and up to $1 million high roller over there in West Siloam Springs. Come and hear the feel-good tunes of Uncle Cracker live in Lee Creek Tavern Thursday, September 26th. And if you're looking for the best spot to host your next big event, the right place is Cherokee Casino and Hotel Roland or West Siloam Springs. More of Hog Reaction coming up next.
This is Hog Football Reaction. Streaming live now from hitthatline.com.
You could be one roll away from $1 million. Head to Cherokee Casino and Hotel West Siloam Springs to play $1 million high roller. Each Saturday in September, we'll draw 2 names every hour from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. to toss 5 dice and win up to $1 million. That's 12 chances each Saturday to win $1 million. Earn entry September 1st through the 28th for your chance to become a millionaire. Only at Cherokee Casino and Hotel West Siloam Springs, U.S. Highway 412 and 59. The experience you deserve. See One Star Rewards Club for full rules and details.
We've invented a new messaging system using the crisp sounds of Bud Light. Crisp Code. Lesson 42. This is how you say happy hour. It's happy hour. Let's go get some Bud Lights. That's it for today.
Brewed with no corn syrup. Bud Light. Crisp. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and your budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith. Experience the charm and romantic atmosphere at Wiedeker Weinkeller Restaurant and Wine Cellars in historic Wiedeker Village. Enjoy old world charm in the candlelit wine cellar that dates back to 1880. Enjoy unique Swiss and German entrees, as well as tender, delicious steaks. Taste and sample Wiedeker's award-winning wines. Celebrating 52 years as an Arkansas tradition, Wiedeker Wine Cellars and Weinkeller Restaurant, open 7 days a week on Highway 186, 4 miles south off I-40 and exit 41.
Does this sound like you?
Or is there more like it?
Or maybe your inner biker sounds like...
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Shelter agents Brandon Zimmerman or Chris Dooley about a free insurance review.
Have you been looking for your next place to call home and just haven't found the right one? Then it's time to check out the properties at Trinity Multifamily. With a variety of apartments, duplexes, townhomes, and houses, there is surely one to fit your needs. Whether it's in the River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, or Central Arkansas that you are looking at, they have you covered. Give them a call today. Trinity Multifamily, 479-452-1817. That's 479-452-1817. Or online at trinitymultifamily.com to search rental properties near you.
Are you ready to experience that new car smell? At Williams Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Stigler, Oklahoma, we are excited to put you in the driver's seat. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to our exceptional customer service. Williams Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram sales staff is here to answer your questions related to our inventory, service, parts, financing, and more. See us at 1100 East Main Street or give us a call, 888-893-3130. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Hey hunters, fall hunting seasons are drawing near, and Jelco Outdoors has all the gear to make this year one to remember. Stop by and check out the bows, guns, stands, blinds, feeders, clothing, footwear, cameras, and so much more. Hurry in and start getting ready for fall at Jelco Outdoors, your premier locally owned outdoor store in the River Valley. Remember, a great hunt begins at Jelco Outdoors in Fort Smith.
There's never been a better time to switch to Sprint Unlimited and enjoy a great wireless plan at an amazing price. For a limited time, make the switch to Sprint and get your 3rd, 4th, and 5th lines free. That means 5 lines of unlimited for just $20 per month per line. That's a savings of more than $1,000 your first year over Verizon and AT&T. Hurry to a Sprint store, visit sprint.com/unlimited, or call 800-SPRINT-1. Make the switch to Sprint today and get your 3rd, 4th, and 5th lines free. That's 5 lines of unlimited for just $20 per month per line from Sprint, a network built for unlimited. This is a limited time offer, so act now.
After 1/31/2020, pay $32 per month per line for 5 lines of unlimited basic with autopay. Savings compared to Verizon Go Unlimited and AT&T Unlimited and more for 5 lines. Features differ. Coverage and offer not available everywhere. Excludes taxes, fees, and roaming. Subject to credit and $30 activation fee. Speed maximums, use rules, and restrictions apply.
ESPN 95.3.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. because a vision softly.
Welcome back into Hog Reaction. Sorry, folks, I had to play Sounds of Silence. I mean, it's just it's perfect. It's perfect. It's where you're at. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's like you're welcoming in as a brother, and it's not a long-lost cousin you haven't seen in a while because it seems like you see them every single year. We got a lot of people calling and texting into the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. Again, folks, we're going to try to go through and try to get to everybody as best as we can. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Robbie is calling in from Virginia. What's going on, Robbie?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. How about yourself?
I've been better. I always say this is a very good reason why I don't drink when I watch Arkansas games.
Probably smart.
Because of what happened tonight. So here's my number one word that I'm going to use.
Okay.
Propaganda. It's the propaganda we've been sold by Chad Morris and his staff about how we're turning a corner and things are getting better. And the harsh reality is we had a quarterback that played against us tonight that we made him look like a Heisman Trophy winner.
Yep.
Gave up over 400 yards, and he threw the ball, 49 times, and we had one sack. It was like he was back there playing in a video game, and nobody was putting any pressure on him. And it just seemed like we just were content sitting back in this very loose zone. And it felt like it was in the twilight zone. And I felt like the ball was just being distributed left and right. Like literally I was back in the controls of a 2010 EA Sports, NCAA football video game. No pressure. I'm just whittling around. I'm picking, defenses apart. That's what it felt like. It felt like I was in the middle of a video game. And Chavis had no answer for anything that San Jose State was doing. I mean, to give up over 400 yards to that team that hadn't beat a Power 5 team since 2006 is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Not just that, man, but the fact that this is the third loss Chad Morris that we have taken on as Arkansas, that we were favored, big favorite against non-Power 5 teams.
Yep.
Last year's beat down against North Texas, we lost by 27. Now, people gave him a pass because it's year one. Oh, it's year one. We got to get his recruits in. But we have a lot of his recruits, and we have a lot of talent. Relatively speaking, compared to a Mountain West team, we did not impose our will at all on either side of the football at the point of attack, and it showed. They had more want to. They had more care. They came out loose, and we're like, we had nothing to lose, and we're going to punch you in the mouth. We're going to do Arkansas, and we did nothing.
No.
We sat back flat. Yes, I know Starkville had the pick, but the reality is that this defense is not getting better. We're looking worse.
Yeah.
And until we fix that, we're not going to win any games in the conference. And I'm afraid that Western Kentucky, let's not even talk about that, because the worst thing that happens is Ty Storr comes in and beats us. That just would be horrible. But physicality, we weren't physical, and we didn't embarrass Arkansas. We embarrassed the entire SEC nation.
Yeah. And
the bottom line is this. This is September 6, 1992 all over again. I remember that. Chad Morris should step in the Hunter Yurachek's office, should put his resignation down and say, this is the best of the Arkansas program, and walk out. Because right now, all the stuff that he's selling us is propaganda, because it's just not working right now. And, Chief has been a defensive coordinator in this league for a very long time. He doesn't seem to have the answer with the personnel he has on the field. And so I just got a feeling that it's just going to be a very long road. This is the most fearful situation that could possibly take place, because now we go into A&M next week, who they're going to be really mad because of what happened against Auburn. And it's likely to get really ugly next week.
Yeah.
John, I enjoy your show, man, and I look forward to hearing your comments.
Yeah, appreciate the phone call, Robbie, and a good rant by you as well. No, this is DEFCON 1 right now. You always talk about never hitting the panic button. Never talk about getting to the point to where you just want to blow things up and blow them up in a major way. Again, like I said in my opening segment, I don't know the answer. I don't know what's the right answer here. I don't know what to do. But that's why I don't get paid millions of dollars to do those things and to make those decisions. So, but strong words by you, and I get it. And there's a lot of strong words coming in. And again, folks, we got a whole nother hour of this at least. So we will get to your phone calls. Remember to call or text into the Cherokee Casino hotline. 877-377-6963 is the number to call or text in. We'll get to more of that, more of our reactions on Hog Reaction coming up next. Stay with us.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and your budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Frank Rowe Furniture knows you are tired of all the back-to-school sales. So this September, we are going to do something different. Come into Frank Rowe Furniture and spin the wheel and win a free swivel recliner or get anywhere from 5 to 50% off at Frank Rowe Furniture. We also are now offering 0 down and up to 60 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Spin the wheel to win, only at Frank Rowe Furniture. You always win at Frank Rowe Furniture, 105 4th Street in Barling, Arkansas. Best seats in the house.
Dee's Family Restaurant of Alma at 39 Column Lane across from the water park is now open on Sundays. Breakfast is served all day and our hot buffet is served from 11 to 8, 7 days a week. Our breakfast buffet is now served from 7 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. every day. All you can eat steak Thursday night, cooked order prime rib Friday night, and a seafood buffet on Saturday night. We have a party room that'll seat 50 and plenty of parking. Call ahead 632-1014.
At Shelter Insurance, we know landlords have to keep up with their renters, even if they're related.
Mom, Dad, what a surprise! We just dropped by to pick up your
rent check.
Oh, I'm running a little short this month.
Not everything works as smoothly as Shelter's renter's policy. It helps cover stuff in case of fire, theft, and more.
Maybe I should just move back home. Don't you love me? Oh, of course.
But now your room's Dad's man cave.
Oh, man.
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Shelter agents Marsha Cox or Phil Hicks about a free insurance review.
Hi, this is Lindsay White with White Office Machines. For over 90 years, my family's been serving the greater Fort Smith region with the image industry's newest technologies, as well as providing superior customer service through long-term business relationships. As the area's only authorized Kyocera document solutions dealer, White Office Machines provides the best value with high-speed copiers and the latest multifunction printers. Stop by our office in downtown Fort Smith or in Russellville. Follow us on Facebook or go to whiteoffice.com.
White Office Machines since 1929.
Littleton's Paintless Dent Repair is your one-stop shop for all repairs. Paintless Dent Repair, door dings, unsightly dents, and hail damage repair, all repaired to like new conditions. With over 1 million repaired vehicles with satisfied customers, Michael Littleton is the expert in paintless repair. Littleton's Paintless Dent Repair, conveniently located 3 miles from the Arcoma exit off Highway 112, or call 479-461-9764. Your number one Arkansas fan.
Have you been thinking about new windows or vinyl siding for your home? Then think Superior Siding and Windows. Superior Siding and Windows has been offering low-maintenance, energy-efficient products in the River Valley for over 40 years. Superior Siding and Windows also specializes in sunrooms, patio covers for carports, and much more. Call 646-7888 for a free in-home estimate. Superior Siding and Windows, 646-7888. Superior Siding and Windows. Look for us in the Yellow Pages and like us on Facebook.
Radio station.
KERX, Paris, Fort Smith, from the Bush and Bushlight Studios. This is ESPN 95.3. Welcome to the Hog Reaction Show, the only show where you can give your post-game takes on the air. Call or text into the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. Our reactions, your reactions, all the reactions start right now.
Welcome back into Hog Reaction Show. John Neighbors alongside Ty Richardson as we are doing just that, getting your reactions. Some fiery reactions coming in, and I appreciate everybody listening in. We are now into Sunday. We've officially hit the midnight mark. And no, folks, it's not a bad dream. It's not something that you're just waking up to and maybe coming out of your blackout from the tailgate. No, this is true. It's reality. This is us. This is here. We're here. Arkansas loses San Jose State 31-24 at home. Isn't it fun? Isn't it great? We got a lot of people calling in, so let's get to those phone calls via the Cherokee Casino hotline. Let's go to Matthew, who's in Orlando. What's going on, Matthew?
What's happening?
Not much, man.
Well, y'all say negativity boils over after a loss. Well, I'm living proof of that because this is my first time calling a radio station ever in my life, and I'm not real happy tonight. But like you say, I'm from Orlando, and I have a Razorback sticker on the back of my truck. I wear Razorback stuff out all the time. People down here know me as Arkansas because all I do is I talk about the Hogs. I wear Razorback stuff everywhere. Like I said, I have a Razorback sticker on the back of my truck. That Razorback sticker is coming off tomorrow because I still support the Hogs, but only because I have to. Only because, I mean, I'm from Arkansas, and I love the Hogs, but at this point, I hate the Hogs because, I'm just about at a loss for words. I feel like, when you were like 3 or 4 or 5 years old or whatever, and your parents put you in timeout, and I'm sorry, I'm just at a loss for words right now.
Matt,
like when your
it's
parents,
okay.
your parents put you in a timeout.
Yeah.
And that's about how I feel right now. But I've been in timeout for 7 years.
Yeah.
We've been, as a fan base, we've been in timeout for 7 years, and nobody's coming to get us. So the question is what do we do about Chad Morris? And he just made it. I'm still on the bandwagon. I'm still on the Chad Morris bandwagon. But, man, he made it hard for me to argue for him tonight. I mean, he brought in a top 25 recruiting class last year with a 2-10 record. And, I mean, he's on pace to do it again this year. So the guy can recruit. But, I mean, what do we do if we go 2-10 next year and then we fire Chad Morris, and that basically ends the recruiting class? You're not getting if you fire Chad Morris and you bring in another coach, you're not going to get another great recruiting class that year. Look at Chad Morris's first year. He had 8 players or whatever it was in it. So you can't keep cycling coaches year after. You can't go 2 years and keep cycling coaches. We got to stick with somebody eventually. Mm-hmm. But if we do fire Chad Morris, can we please go after Mike Leach? I mean, the guy was built for Arkansas, for the Arkansas job. He wins 7 to 9 games consistently. He is a perennial 7 to 9 win team at Texas Tech and at Washington State. If he can win 7, and I get the SEC is different, and who knows, maybe he comes here and he fails. But, I mean, it just seems to me like Mike Leach was built for the Arkansas job. He wins 7 to 9 wins. And what does Tommy say all the time? What do Arkansas fans want? Arkansas fans want 7 to 9 wins, 6 to 8, 9 wins every now and then, and maybe every now and then be in the picture for a national championship. But, I don't know what we do from here. I don't know if it feels like we're cursed. It feels like Bobby Petrino cursed us.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's a Bobby curse or if we're ever going to be out of it, but I'm glad I'm not Hunter Yurachek right now because he's going to have a lot of angry fans talking to him.
Yeah.
And expecting the job. But I know y'all have a lot of people on the line, and I appreciate you taking my phone call. But not looking good. We sure had a lot of momentum going into this week, and I don't know what happened, but it's all gone now.
Yeah. Well, appreciate the phone call, Matthew. And, we do have a lot of people to get to, so let's keep it rolling as we have Justin, who's in Ocala. What's going on, Justin? You with us, Justin?
This is my first time calling in. I text in almost every day.
Yeah.
I think me and your last caller from Orlando, we should get together because I live in Ocala, right up north from them, and we can, cry after these games because it's been pretty pathetic. My biggest thing is I'm tired of the excuses. I don't think that he should have the players come out and do a press conference after this. I think he should kind of own it because this is all coaching. We had the talent to beat these guys, and this is not on the players. I don't like Starkel coming out saying, "I'm sorry, I let my university down, I let my team down." When they only rush 3 guys and they get pressure, there's 8 guys in coverage. That's not really an excuse for him. The big thing is what are we going to do next?
I mean, that's the question that I have today, and the question that I don't have an answer to, man. And that's what's the frustrating thing, Justin, is that you feel helpless. you feel like you don't like. There's the scariest thing is when you talk about firing coaches, which Arkansas has gone through stages of their coaches where they wanted Nutt fired, they wanted Bielema fired, they wanted John L. Smith fired, you wanted Danny Ford fired. I mean, that's not new. That happens in fan bases, but this is one of the first times where people who want them fired, you don't really know what the outcome will be. You don't know who you'll get.
My biggest question is we keep using this excuse that it takes time to win in the SEC. Well, Mac Brown took over a two-win team last year. First game in the SEC, he wins South Carolina. Sorry, South Carolina would stomp us right now.
Yeah. I mean, everybody would stomp you. I mean, honestly, at this point, there's no game that I would guarantee. Well, Justin, I appreciate you calling in, man. Sorry, we got to keep it moving here on the Cherokee Casino Hotline. Niles is in Fayetteville. What's going on, Niles?
Hey, man. I know it's a reaction show, and God bless America. Okay, I'm at the university right now, and this is my third year, and I'm tired of having just awful freaking teams, man. Now, my point that I plan on making is, if you look, I know the Petrino card is played too much, but if you look at the Petrino card, the years before, he had a 36 overall and a 25 overall recruiting class. And then in 2009, he had 20th overall, similar to Chad Morris. And he went 10-3. Now, Chad Morris, the 2 years before him, he had a 22 and a 23, something like that. Yeah. And he's 2-10 in his first year, and now he's what, maybe 2-10 again?
Looking
My
like
point
it.
is that, I'm sorry?
I was just saying, it's looking like 2-10, yeah.
My point is that you can recruit all you want, but we need a freaking coach, okay?
Yeah.
You can't be happy when you beat Colorado State. Okay, look at Nick Saban. He beats teams by 80 points, and he doesn't smile because he knows that there's work to be done. You can't be happy with 2-1 against non-conference teams and 0-1 against Ole Miss, who is arguably down there with us as the worst team in the SEC. You can't be happy with that. That's what's wrong with Chad Morris, is that he does not have a spine to look dead in the camera and say, I want more. And I know you guys got a lot of calls, and I had to get that one out, man.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
I appreciate the phone call, Niles, man, and I share your frustrations. Believe me, I do. Let's go back to the phone lines. Gary's in Fort Smith. What's going on, Gary?
Hey, guys. Just to add a little salt to the wound, you'd be glad to know that we paid San Jose State $1.5 million to come in and beat us. So even more salt in the wound. This loss started last week when we opened that stupid club dub or whatever it was. These guys weren't ready to play. They got whipped in the trenches, both sides of the ball. Embarrassing. That could never happen with a team like this. I would also would wonder, why do we always defer to the second half, especially against teams that we're heavily favored against? Why don't we get our offense on the field first, get the crowd into the game instead? The last 2 weeks, we've deferred to the second half, and the other team comes out, and within 2 minutes, everybody's on their hands going, what in the world is going on? And I don't understand that. And we have a high school coach coaching in the SEC, and he may be able to recruit, but he cannot coach this level. I'm sorry. Those guys were not ready to play.
Yeah.
And when the fan base calling in here, I'm staying up past midnight. I'm an old guy, and I'm angry. When people are more upset than people inside the program seem to be, or the appearance of, it frustrates people to no end. And they hear about these offenses, and we don't have much of the offense in, and we're only running 30% of it or whatever. And you flip the station, and LSU's throwing the ball all over the place. And they haven't done that in 10 years. And all of a sudden now they can throw it everywhere. And we turn back and we watch the Arkansas, and they just look like they're all on a different page.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something has to be simplified. Something has to change. This is every time I ask myself how much lower can we go, there's another rung down on the ladder that we find.
Yeah.
And it's just embarrassing.
And I tell you, Gary, I agree with you, man. I get you. Because that's the thing. That's the word, and that's the theme of this whole thing. Embarrassing, humiliating. And you didn't think it could get lower after last year in North Texas. Because I'm telling you, folks, and maybe this is me living in the moment, this is the worst loss since the Citadel. It is. That Louisiana Monroe game had nothing on this. That Toledo game had nothing on this. This is the worst loss since Citadel. Unless you got another game tied that you could think that'd be worse than this one.
I mean, you listed off some pretty bad ones. You could go to the Belk Bowl where you had a big lead on Virginia Tech and you blew that. But
it's like you still lost to Virginia Tech. Not saying that it's a good loss or anything, but you weren't humiliated in the laughingstock of college football afterwards.
I think what the Louisiana Monroe game did in 2012 was signify the end of an era. You've been, I mean, this team's been crap for a while now. I don't know why people are expecting anything better. What 2012 did, because you've referenced it several times, I've referenced it several times. College game day was heading to Fayetteville for Arkansas, Alabama. Then Arkansas loses to Louisiana Monroe. Tyler Wilson gets knocked out. BA has to come in. He doesn't play up to snuff because he's a true freshman at the time, and they lose the game. That signaled the end of Arkansas football for quite some time. I mean, it hadn't been. I mean, I know those 2012, they weren't good in 2012, but that was the loss that you realized we're screwed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was
period, and it has not been it hasn't been anything remotely close before to that point.
No, it hasn't.
I would say just because of that, that's probably the worst.
Yeah, I mean, you've had some doozies. Let's just be honest. You've had some doozies. Let's go back to the Cherokee Casino Hotline. Thomas is in Ashdown. What's going on, Thomas?
Yeah, with the current talent we have, I think we should demote our head coach immediately. Well, maybe not demote him, but tell him that he will not run the offense. Hire Petrino to run the offense.
Yeah.
Call the plays, and I think he's learned his lesson. Everybody deserves. I mean, come on. We were at the highest point of this program since Frank Bowles, and Lou Holtz for 1 year with Bobby Petrino. Now, he made a mistake, but we made a bigger mistake when we fired him, because after 2 weeks we didn't fire the guy, the national media would have went on and forgot about it and went on to the next story. Mm-hmm. But no, we had to fire the best coach we've had in 30 or 40 years. But we need to hire Petrino as the offensive coordinator, and what he says goes. Not none of this, now I'm going to overrule this. Petrino's in charge of the offense, and whatever they do with the defense is left up to Chief and the guy from Allen, Texas, or Katy, Texas, or wherever he's from.
Okay.
But that's the only way to get this thing back on track immediately. Because if you remember, the mixture of talent that we had when Petrino was at his best was a big-armed quarterback. We had 2 of them, and 3 great receivers. We've got that right now. We've got that. We've got exactly that right now. He could put us back. He could get us back to a winning program. I say if he could put him in there right now, and we're 2-2. I bet you we could go 7-5 at worst.
Yeah,
7-5. Now I know you guys. Everybody's down on Petrino. He let that down. He messed around with this girl. And all the coaches do that, but not all the coaches get fired when they do that. Ours does. And when he did, you see what happened to the program. It's no coincidence that the program went to hell in a handbasket when he left Fayetteville.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Thomas.
I think Thomas left out the fact that he paid her. He left the university up for lawsuits. I mean, there's a lot more than just sleeping.
Semantics. Those things don't matter. You know that. Come on now. Let's see. What we're looking at on time here? Yeah, we're still going strong, folks. Keep the calls coming. Let's go to Robert, who's in Fort Smith. What's going on, Robert?
Hey, guys. Hey, John, I just want to say I am glad that you're passionate like this, because come Monday, when you work with someone that comes in about 3 days a week, it'll be excuses. But we're tired of the excuses, like you said.
Yeah.
People are tired of paying their money, and this is the worst loss since La Citadel, and it's getting old, and yes, we don't have the answers. But I wish we did, but what are they? Because I thought we could win 5 games, and I knew we were bad, but we can't even win 5 games now.
Yeah. I know.
You know?
I know. Like Robert beating, like, there's no guarantees. Like, you remember, you've been a Razorback fan a long time. I mean, your non-conference games, to even just use an example of the Nut era, those were wins. Like, they were wins, and it wasn't even an issue. It wasn't even a thought. And it's like, I know the SEC's elevated its game, but now you can't guarantee Western Kentucky. You can't guarantee anything with this team, and that's how far you've fallen. It's where you can't even beat the guys you're paying millions of dollars to play against. That's a sad state, my man.
I wonder what the ESPN Football Power Index is going to be updated for when Arkansas takes on not only Texas A&M, but the rest of the way after they lost to a team that they were favored in Vegas by 21-plus points.
Yeah, Vegas doesn't know anything.
Bad beat if you picked Arkansas.
Yeah.
Because not only you lost your money, but you lost your soul tonight.
Yeah, you lost a lot more than that. I mean, for crying out loud. Anything you had, you lost today. All right, we got to take a commercial break, folks. Keep those calls and text messages coming via the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. Be sure to visit the Cherokee Casino and Hotel Roland in West Siloam Springs every Saturday in September. Play for your chance to win and light up the nights with their fabulous Vegas nights in Roland or the $1 Million High Roller over in West Siloam Springs. You can come hear the feel-good tunes of Uncle Cracker live in Lee Creek Tavern Thursday, September 26th. And if you're looking to have the best spot to host your next big event, the right place is Cherokee Casino and Hotel Roland or West Siloam Springs. More of Hog Reaction coming up next.
This is Hog Football Reaction, streaming live now from hitthatline.com.
You could be one roll away from $1 million. Head to Cherokee Casino and Hotel West Siloam Springs to play $1 Million High Roller. Each Saturday in September, we'll draw 2 names every hour from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. to toss 5 dice and win up to $1 million. That's 12 chances each Saturday to win $1 million. Earn entry September 1st through the 28th for your chance to become a millionaire. Only at Cherokee Casino and Hotel West Siloam Springs, U.S. Highway 412 and 59. The experience you deserve. See One Star Rewards Club for full rules and details.
Gold, did you know that Gatorade Zero has all the same electrolytes but with zero sugar?
I did know that because I drank some Gatorade Zero after I ran 2 miles at the gym this morning.
2? Please, I ran 3.
Did I mention I also was on a 6 incline?
You didn't, but that's interesting because that's 2 less than I was on.
Were you also running backwards? Because I was.
No.
Gatorade Zero, all the electrolytes with zero sugar, so you can get more out of zero.
Hey, this is Ted with Ed Walker's Drive-In. For more than 70 years, Ed Walker's has been the place to go for the best French dips and hand-patted hamburgers in town. Blue Plate Specials served Monday through Friday, and we're still the home of Fort Smith's only 5-pound hamburger. We're open 10 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Call ahead for pickup, 783-3352. Ed Walker's Drive-In, 1500 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith, where the legend lives on.
What happened to paying one price and getting everything included? You buy an airline ticket and pay extra to bring a change of clothes, book a hotel room, and you're shelling out for Wi-Fi and overpriced bottled water. Shipping and handling. Really? Imagine my delight when I found out roadside assistance is now included with my shelter insurance auto policy. So if I get a flat tire or need a jump, I just call and they take care of me. No additional cost. Some restrictions apply, so learn more at shelterinsurance.com.
Ask shelter agents Ted McAvoy or Jeff Clark about a free insurance review.
Right now, I'm holding a perfectly ice-cold Coors Light. You know how I know it's the perfect temperature? Because the mountain on the can is blue. And also, it's really cold. Every Coors Light is cold filtered, cold lagered, and cold packaged. Notice how many times I said cold? 3 times. It's that cold. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue, because that means it's ready to enjoy. 2019 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Football season is here at Crabtree RV in Alma. We make tailgating with your favorite team very affordable, with discounts up to $15,000 off new fifth wheels and $10,000 off new travel trailers. Check out deals like the new Catalina with patio for as low as $249 a month. Browse the area's largest indoor showroom and explore the new 2020 styles from Grand Design and Coachman Freedom Express. That's only at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
Introducing Wrangler Outdoor. Pants and shirts that keep you dry and comfortable in all conditions. Featuring quick-drying, water-repellent fabric and UPF protection, Wrangler Outdoor ensures you're ready for wherever the day takes you, whether it's a walk in the city or a trek in the wilderness. Wrangler Outdoor, clothing with everyday versatility and outdoor credibility.
There's never been a better time to switch to Sprint Unlimited and enjoy a great wireless plan at an amazing price. For a limited time, make the switch to Sprint and get your 3rd, 4th, and 5th lines free. That means 5 lines of unlimited for just $20 per month per line. That's a savings of more than $1,000 your first year over Verizon and AT&T. Hurry to a Sprint store, visit sprint.com/unlimited, or call 800-SPRINT-1. Make the switch to Sprint today and get your 3rd, 4th, and 5th lines free. That's 5 lines of unlimited for just $20 per month per line from Sprint, a network built for unlimited. This is a limited time offer, so act now.
After 1/31/2020, pay $32 per month per line for 5 lines of unlimited basic with autopay. Savings compared to Verizon Go Unlimited and AT&T Unlimited and more for 5 lines. Features differ. Coverage and offer not available everywhere. Excludes taxes, fees, and roaming. Subject to credit and $30 activation fee. Speed maximums, use rules, and restrictions apply.
When weather hits, the right wiper blades make all the difference. That's when the Michelin Man is on your side, helping you see better and drive safer with new Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. Designed with exclusive SmartFlex technology or frameless beam design, Michelin blades flex to the curve of your windshield, giving you unparalleled, streak-free, long-lasting, all-season performance. So when the going gets tough, be ready with Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. It's a difference you can see. Available at Walmart and other fine retailers.
ESPN 95.3. Our special Razorback postgame coverage is presented by Bud Light, broadcasting live from the Cherokee Casino Mobile Studios.
Welcome back into Hog Reaction. Appreciate everybody listening in on this early Sunday morning at this point in time. For those of you still going strong, much obliged for you listening to us and giving your reactions, your thoughts and opinions to Arkansas and their loss to San Jose State. Good grief. Before we go back to the phone lines, because I know a lot of people are calling in, I wanted to play this clip from Chad Morris as he opened up his press conference with the media after the loss. And obviously very fired up, very emotional, but here's what he had to say.
First of all, I want to credit San Jose State and Coach Brennan. His guys outplayed us. They outcoached us. And it was very disappointed in the effort that we got tonight. For 3 quarters, they were the SEC football team. They took it to us, and from the very first play they had us on our heels. Very disappointing, extremely disappointing. We had great fight to come back and tie the game, and then we let them go down the field and score on us. Again, we couldn't hold any momentum. But credit those guys. Everyone's going to be held accountable from me down. I'm going to hold every coach. I'm going to hold every player. Every staff member is going to be held accountable. Totally unacceptable. We're going to get back in here tomorrow. We'll figure it out. And this performance is completely unacceptable. You get what you deserve in life. We didn't deserve to win this football game. Anytime you have 5 turnovers and you allow a guy to throw for over 400 yards on you and go down the field on you like nothing, missed tackles, unacceptable.
Coach, I appreciate your feeling towards it, but the thing is, for a lot of Razorback fans, this falls on deaf ears because they've heard this before. They've heard how it's unacceptable. They've heard how they're going to get back into it the next day and work it out. And it's just, okay, you do it for a game, but then what happens the next time?
What is he supposed to say?
Well, no, I'm not blaming him for what he's saying, but that's what I was saying, is that it falls on deaf ears for Razorback fans, though. He's saying what coaches will say. I'm not saying he needs to say anything different, but it's just, when you hear those things, though, it's just tough to, at this point in time, to really believe that it is going to get turned around. So
that's fair.
Yeah, we have a lot of people still calling out. Listen, we got to get to this one. Cherokee Casino Hotline. Eddie is in Clarksville. Good morning, Eddie.
I tell you what, sir. Earlier this week I called in all week to get the fan base. First of all, I want to say hats off to this fan base. You answered the bell tonight. But for this program, what Coach Morris, what you should have done, what you should have said for the team, instead of going to the dressing room, you should have went straight to the playing field. Keep the lights on at Razorback Stadium. When you talk about this is a devastating loss to a program, and I'll be a Hall fan again, win or lose. But I'm telling you what, it's hard. Any faith that this coaching staff, this fan base had in the coaching staff was flushed down the toilet tonight. Any trust that this fan base had in the players tonight, you might as well flush it down the toilet too. Let me tell you something. We just paid the team a little over $1 million to come into our stadium and whoop our rear end. That's a shame. I take great pride in this program. There's been great players come through our program, represented our program, and this is a mark on their face. I don't know where we go from here. Where do you go from here? And now the reality is, and I'm usually optimistic even when we lose, but what can you hang your hat on? I mean, now we got to go play A&M? Let me tell you something. I see no SEC wins now. All hope is lost. I mean, that's how the fan base, when they left the stadium tonight. I'm pulling up in my driveway and my seat's wet in tears. Let me tell you something. I don't know where we go from here as a program. I don't know what the players, for that kind of play. This team, what happened? I mean, where was the fight in this team? I mean, that's the worst debacle. When you talk about La Citadel, I remember that game. I was at that game. And this, without a doubt, is the worst loss in the history of our program.
Wow.
I mean, even worse than La Citadel. It was 10-3. I mean, come on now. And then we had an athletic director then that walked in before I could get home that night against La Citadel. And you know what? Coach Broyles walked in the locker room. He said, Jack Crow, sir, you're fired. Let me tell you, I'm saying, and I refer to you, Coach Morris, as a good shepherd of this program, but I'll tell you what, it's hard to get support when the team plays like this. And when the team and coaches coach like this. So where do we go as a program? I don't know. I'll be a Hall fan. The sun will come up tomorrow, maybe. Post the rain. I mean, there's nothing. What a dejected fan base. What a dejected fan base. There's no worse feeling than that when you lose hope. And then all hope is lost tonight. So we just have to let this season get over with. But is there anything that we can hang our hat on for next year? Is it the same coaching going to take place next year? I mean, come on now. Thank you for taking my call. For the fan base, hats off to you. I mean, the fan base did everything they could. It wasn't a sold-out house, but I tell you what, it was pretty packed, and it was a crowd that's, poured their heart out in the stadium to support you. That what upsets me is this young fan base. They come from all over the state to call you, to support you, and you perform like that on the field. What a shame. I tell you what, for the coaching staff, don't wait till next week to get on that playing field and practice. If you don't take a shower, go back to the playing field. Because I see no wins the rest of the year except maybe Western Kentucky now. And I doubt it would beat them. Put a performance like that up. I mean, what a shame. All the great players that have come through our program. And you have to answer for it, Coach Morris. You players, you have to answer for your play. Is anybody holding anybody accountable up there? Because I'll tell you what, Miss, I met you for the first time at Warble Stadium a couple of weeks ago, sir. I know you didn't hire Coach Morris, but you need to be having a little meeting with these coaches. And what took place tonight is unacceptable today. It's unacceptable tomorrow. It's unacceptable in the future. And so you better get it right, because I don't know where we go. Maybe we get a committee. We got to bring them back another year. I mean, I have faith in you, Coach Morris. But you may be a recruit. We got some playmakers on offense. On defense, what a debacle. I mean, we're supposed to be better on the offensive line. I mean, we don't block. And Mr. Starkle, sir, let me tell you this. I thought we found a quarterback. You cannot be careless with the ball like you were tonight. I mean, what was it, 5 interceptions?
Yep.
You cannot turn the ball over, gentlemen. Was it 6 times? We were driving a couple of times for touchdowns, and you turned the ball over. Why did you fumble the ball? Starkle, you were careless with the ball. I mean, and you wonder what we didn't tackle one time tonight. We got to the quarterback. I counted one time. One sack for the whole night. That will not get it done. And I think we finally got 100 yards rushing. That will not get it done. So your blocking is, I mean, I don't know where you go. We're supposed to be better on the offensive line. And we're not. We're worse. We're supposed to be better a little bit on defense, and we're not. We're worse. It's just frustration, and the fan base is frustrated. And I'm just going to go pray to the good Lord that maybe in the future, I don't have the answers. Maybe God does. You know what? I'm telling you what, for over 4 decades, that's the worst debacle of football, especially in the first half. We played worse in the first half than we did the second. I mean, than I've ever seen a college team to represent the U of A I ever seen. Shame on you. Shame on the coaches. Shame on the players. Thank you for taking my call.
Thanks, Eddie. I feel you, man. It's the best way to do it.
Might have to start limiting time on these callers because we're getting text from. I know you're getting text. I'm getting text. Hey, we're getting the busy tone, so we might need to establish a 1-minute caller limit the rest of the way. That's the time.
Well, here's the thing. It was with Eddie. You never know. I know it looked like he was wrapping it up, but never does it. All right, let's keep it moving. Luke is in Fayetteville. What's going on, Luke?
Hey, what's up, man? I am a freshman here at the U of A, and I'm not necessarily totally familiar with Arkansas football, but damn, do we suck. I was raised an Aggie fan growing up, and I've seen some pretty poor football, but this is another ring of hell I'm not familiar with. I think we should just burn it all down to the ground and start anew. I don't care if Chad Morris is a good leader. He can't call plays. We had 5 picks. Why are we going deep with a minute left and timeout? Like, that makes no sense. We already had ball insecurity issues. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, thank you for taking my call, man.
Hey, appreciate it, Luke, and good luck in your freshman year, man.
That's a freshman that has been paying attention. He kept it short. He kept it sweet. He got his opinions up there, and he used the correct swear word that you can use on radio.
Either that or he was about to pass
Unleash
out in blackout, and he got tired. One of the two. Chris is in Fayetteville. What's going on, Chris? You with us, Chris? Oh, guess we lost Chris. I guess we lost Chris. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We'll continue to take your phone calls, folks. Still keep them coming. 877-377-6963 on the Cherokee Casino hotline. More of Hog Reaction coming up.
This is Hog Football Reaction. Streaming live now from hitthatline.com.
Barley is the soul of Budweiser. That's why we've been working with the same family-owned American farms for more than 50 years to harvest it. The secrets to growing this grain perfectly have been passed down through 3 generations. For them, it's a legacy. And it's why only the best barley and locally sourced ingredients are used to make Budweiser. Budweiser is proudly raised across America. This Bud's from our barley farmers. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Budweiser Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
FMLA, FLSA, ACA.
It's harder than ever for businesses to keep up with today's evolving alphabet soup of regulations. What's a company to do? Kronos. With Kronos, you can minimize compliance risk and track HR policies, making sure they are applied consistently and fairly. HR, payroll, talent, and timekeeping in one unified system, all with a proven implementation approach and simplified, transparent pricing. Learn more at kronos.com/compliance. Kronos, workforce innovation that works.
Miss Anna's on Towson is quickly becoming one of Fort Smith's favorite haunts. We're now serving breakfast from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. 7 days a week. Blue Plate specials served Monday through Friday. And don't forget about 99-cent Pie Tuesday. So whether you're craving some of our great kickin' chicken or one of our world-famous desserts, Miss Anna's is the place to be. 5001 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith, 649-6300. That's 649-6300.
Right now, I'm holding a perfectly ice-cold Coors Light. You know how I know it's the perfect temperature? Because the mountain on the can is blue. And also, it's really cold. Every Coors Light is cold filtered, cold lagered, and cold packaged. Notice how many times I said cold? 3 times. It's that cold. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue, because that means it's ready to enjoy. 2019 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
It's the place there's no place else like. Home. It's the circle of chairs around your fire pit, where all the do you remembers get passed around like bowls of ice cream. It's bacon and eggs in the skillet, crackling along with the laughter. It's the picture in the hall of your great-grandfather, whose mustache he willed to your son.
At Shelter Insurance, we don't just insure your home, we insure all the memories that live inside it. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Randy Malum in Alma or Brad Howe in Van Buren about Shelter's home insurance.
Football season is here at Crabtree RV in Alma. We make tailgating with your favorite team very affordable, with discounts up to $15,000 off new fifth wheels and $10,000 off new travel trailers. Check out deals like the new Catalina with patio for as low as $249 a month. Browse the area's largest indoor showroom and explore the new 2020 styles from Grand Design and Coachman Freedom Express. That's only at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
Guess how many Americans are unhappy employees? More than half. Maybe they're like Michael, who was going nowhere, working for peanuts as a utility company security guard. Then Michael went to My Computer Career and ditched that rent-a-cop whistle for an IT career in less than 6 months. So if you're unhappy, go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Classes meet just twice a week on campus or live online. That's mycomputercareer.edu.
There's a difference between do it yourself and do it for a living. At the Home Depot, we get that. And we're here to help pros get the job done with the products and brands you trust. Technology to keep your job on track. Job site delivery to save you time. And bulk pricing on over 4,000 items every day to save you money. When you've got a job, we're on the job. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
What would an extra $250 a month mean to you? For some, it's a little financial breathing room. For others, it's a car payment, a home repair, or help with college tuition. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans, and I've got some great news if you're looking to save money on your mortgage. All it takes is a simple phone call to Quicken Loans at 800-QUICKEN to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. Folks who refinance with HARP can save an average of $250 a month. That's $3,000 a year. Our home loan experts fully understand the HARP guidelines, and they'll walk you through our streamlined process. And for 5 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And for the 2nd year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
ESPN 95.3. Our special Razorback postgame coverage is presented by Bud Light, broadcasting live from the Cherokee Casino Mobile Studios.
Welcome back into Hog Reaction. John Neighbors alongside Ty Richardson, broadcasting across the entire great state of Arkansas. Also, if you're listening on hitthatline.com, appreciate all of you hanging tough with us, heading into the wee hours of the morning on Sunday and trying to make sense of something that I don't think anyone can make sense out of. Arkansas losing to San Jose State and Fayetteville 31-24. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I mean, that's just really the only way you can do it. We have a few more people calling in the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. Let's go to Big Content Guy, who's calling in from Tulsa. What's going on, Big Content Guy?
All right, first of all, long-time listener, first-time caller. I just want to give Eddie a shout-out for the 2.5-hour little rant he ran on right there. He pretty much nailed everything. I don't think I can top that whatsoever. But first things first, starts with Chad. Got to get him out of here. He's a wannabe Gus Malzahn with the worst personality. He has as many wins against the Power 5 conference as I do. Pretty much one of the worst things I've ever seen. I grew up a Browns fan, and it feels now that the Arkansas program is starting to feel similar to how the Browns program or organization felt when I was growing up. It's just brutal to watch. I mean, my God, I don't think I've witnessed football that bad in a long, long, long time, and it's sad. And honestly, fans deserve better. You look at everything else. I mean, honestly, as a fan base, we're spoiled. Look at our baseball team. You have the track team that's won. Who knows? You probably know number of championships and everything like that. But I mean, other than that, it's just been brutal. We need to get something figured out before it gets bad.
Yeah.
People leaving games early. I don't know how many recruits were there, but I mean, other than that, I told myself I wasn't going to watch another game except I'm coming up for the Auburn game, and even you got Weather Dan. Weather Dan's mad.
Yeah.
You got to do something big time to piss that guy out. That's the nicest guy on earth. That's a meteorologist.
It's Dan Scoff, by the way, that he's referring to.
Literally appeared from the clouds, wanting to burn down Club Dub. Where you got what's his name in there? Chad Morse doing his little shuffle, dancing like a big nerd. I mean, it's just brutal. I honestly don't know what to say anymore, boys. I'm ready for basketball season. I'm scared that's going to let us down. I'm ready for baseball season again. I'm scared that's going to let us down. And honestly, it's just going to look like a big old depressive cycle.
Yeah. Well, big content guy. Appreciate you calling in, man, and love your Twitter. You're one of the best in the business on that, man. And as far as your feelings towards, listen, that's the thing. It's like, we did this show after Arkansas lost to Ole Miss, and it was bad. People were upset, people were frustrated, and I had a lot to say. But you still, lost to an SEC team on the road second week of the season. It's not happy, but it's not shameful. It's not embarrassing. It's not humiliating. This is humiliating. This is humiliation in its worst form, because not only did you get beat, but you got beat because you were getting worked in the trenches. Your defensive line did not get pressure. Your offensive line was getting their stuff pushed in. I saw multiple plays where San Jose State had 3 defensive linemen, 3 down linemen, going up against 5 offensive linemen for Arkansas, and those 3 down linemen got really into the pocket easily. I mean, that's the type of stuff where it's just like, dude, it's one thing to lose to a Power 5 SEC team, a bad Power 5 SEC team, but it's another thing to lose at your home stadium to a Mountain West team that's not a good program by getting your stuff pushed in. That's the worst.
You got blown up on 2 fourth down plays. I know you converted
that one too.
I know you converted one. Robbie in Virginia brings up a good point on our Cherokee Casino text line. Arkansas never led in the entire game.
Nope.
The entire game against San Jose State, who has won 8 games since 2016, who has not been a Power 5 opponent since 2006.
Yeah. They were due, Ty. They were due for this one. They were due for the win.
You didn't lead against the Spartans the entire game.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. It's doomsday. It's DEFCON 1. Everything's bad right now. Let's go back to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Bailey's in Fayetteville. What's going on, Bailey?
Yes, John. How's it going?
It's going good, man. How about yourself?
Not too good, I'll be honest.
I can understand.
I'd like to preface by saying that San Jose, they're not even a state, and they embarrass us out there.
That's true.
And Rakeem Boyd's wearing number 5, and he's a disrespect to the number 5. And I don't want to keep going on because Eddie from Clarksville said it all that needs to be said. So I'm just going to end it with that.
All right. Thanks, Bailey. Short and sweet to the point. I was holding for half an hour, but appreciate it, man. Let's keep it going. David's in Bentonville. What's going on, David?
What's up?
What you got
we
for us?
Just lost to the team
that I used to go to on NCAA 14 when I wanted to challenge because they played all the big schools. I used to go there when I wanted to challenge on a video game, and we just lost to them in real life. What the? It makes no sense. I don't even get up excited for Arkansas football anymore on Saturdays. Like, I remember when we lost to Rutgers in 2012, and it wasn't even this bad.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah. That's the thing about it. It's David, and I appreciate your phone call. Sorry, man, we got to keep it going. But that's the thing is, like, when you talk about the losses and ranking them, you know, this one's the worst. I just can't. I can't other than Citadel back in 1992. This one's the worst. It's the worst. Eric is in Corning. What's going on, Eric?
Hey, man. Not much. Like previous caller said, I was playing NCAA football 14. Got an offensive coordinator job at San Jose State. Played Arkansas. Killed them 66-0. I was not expecting this to happen in real life. Like, what the? Come on. With the defense, like, this is just embarrassing.
Yeah.
I mean, really. Like, this was 5 years ago. I was an OC coordinator on an NCAA football game at San Jose State playing Arkansas. I never would have dreamed that this would have came true in 2019. Like, oh my God, we gotta get the defense going. I honestly don't think that what we're doing is the answer. I do believe in Nick Starkel. I do. He is the answer to our offense. I honestly will say that. But until we get an O-line and some defensive backs, it's going to be the same thing every year. This has been our kryptonite every year, offensive line and cornerback. You want to beat Arkansas? Drop back in the pass.
Yeah.
Throw it. If he can't throw it, put a dual threat quarterback out there. He'll throw it.
Yeah, apparently slants are a big bugaboo as well. Appreciate the phone call, Eric. That's like, it's funny. That's like the second call we've had about this was the team that got on NCAA football when they wanted to challenge. And that's really, I guess, what this has been regulated to. First world problems. Let's go back to the Cherokee Casino Hotline. Randy is in Blue Springs. What's going on, Randy?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Pretty good, man. What about you?
Been a disappointing night, hadn't it?
It has not been a fun one, no. I've had better nights.
Well, let me ask you something.
Okay.
Do you guys not think this is absolutely the worst loss we've ever had since Citadel in Jack Crow?
No, that's exactly what I think. I think this is the worst loss behind the Citadel.
Okay, do you realize, what was it? Before Jack Crow even got into the locker room, he was fired?
Yeah, that's what how the story went. Yeah, Frank Broyles was he was fed up. Went right in there and fired him.
And he could recruit, too, if you remember. He recruited very well.
Yeah.
But he just couldn't do nothing with the players.
Yeah.
You know, I really thought maybe Chad Morris might have been the answer for us. But after watching him last year and this year, I don't think he's the answer. I really, truly don't.
Yeah. Yeah, well, appreciate the phone call, Randy. And, you know, if you're questioning it, I don't blame you. Because I can't sit here and defend anything. I mean, I can't. The record speaks for itself. I mean, I saw, what was it now, that Chad Morris is 1-2 against Mountain West opponents at Arkansas? It's 1-2 against Mountain West opponents. He's 0-9 against SEC teams. I don't know where you point to or where you can point to and say, this is why it's going to be okay. Because there is no option for that. Let's go back to the phone lines. Richard is in Russellville. What's going on, Richard?
Hey, guys. How you going? Big fan, by the way.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
So I live in Alabama. I moved to Alabama ever since I got out of the Army a couple of years ago. Been a big Hog fan all my life and been through the good times and the bad times. It seems that this program like a bunch of other fan bases said, has gone down since Father Petrino has left. Chad Morris was good on paper, but when you lose to teams like North Texas, San Jose State, and not only lose to North Texas, you got pummeled by North Texas, embarrassed, and then lose to Ole Miss back-to-back. We're honestly, with all BS aside, where do we go from here as a program?
Well, Richard, appreciate the phone call, man. As far as where you go, that's the question, man. Because, listen, like there's people, in fact, a lot of them very vocally have saying fire Chad Morris tonight. I mean, there's people that are saying that. I don't think that's going to happen. But it's like, what's gonna happen the rest of the year? Like, okay, so if he goes 2-10, 3-9, say he gets one more victory, I mean, do you fire him then? I think you have to. But where do you go from here? You go find you a better coach. And I don't know names. I don't know. Like this is just, it's all so new. And this is the thing is like, Richard, I share your frustrations and I share your feelings because it's a scary thing when you don't know what's going to happen. And the scariest thing is making a change and not having an actual option in place to help you out. It's a scary thing. Let's go back to the phone line. Just got a couple minutes here left here on Hog Reaction Show. Corey's in Bentonville. What's going on, Corey?
Oh, not much. Just wanted to kind of touch base with a couple of comments. Whoever said anything about Rakeem Boyd and Breeden Shane to number 5 is just that's a joke. First of all, he's about the only guy out there, in my opinion, giving 100% on every play.
He was trying for sure. Yes.
I mean, you see the guy, his head's down. He's north and south running as hard as he can. He can't help it to lose three people in his face as soon as he touches the ball, or sometimes before. Also, as far as all these guys out there saying fire Chad Morris, what are we going to do? I mean, what's the option other than that? I mean, we already talked. I heard you just say you don't have names, you don't have that. I mean, something we have to get realistic here. We're going to have to give a chance to completely change the program up, change everything up. I know it's frustrating. I'm easily as frustrated as anybody else is, but we've got to do something. We've got to be more realistic with what expectations are when you completely change 100% of an offense. And I see the defense as being more of the issue, more than the offense. I mean, Chief hadn't done much since he's been here. Let's just be honest.
Yeah. No, and that's a problem, and I get it because, again, no one has the answer. Like, I don't have the answer. You don't have the answer. We want to have the answers. Everyone's mad. They're mad, and they want blood, essentially. They want payment. They want consequence. And it doesn't come in the form of just firing somebody tonight. I don't think that's going to solve any issue. But it sure would make a lot of you feel better, I bet. But you gotta have some plans in place, man. You got to be able to make this all work going forward. But there is no doubt that this, again, is completely and totally unacceptable, inexcusable, the most pathetic display of football that I have seen played in my lifetime in a Razorback uniform. That's 100% true. The rest of the stuff, as far as answers go, we don't know. Okay, we got time for one quick phone call. Let's go back. Cherokee Casino Hotline, Ben's in Fayetteville. What's going on, Ben?
Guys, the worst thing I've ever seen since I've lived here. It's pitiful. But going back, I seem to remember just very recently, last couple of months before the season started, everybody was so on board with this Chad Morris. I said since he came here, he was at a bad conference on a bad team, took him to 7-5, and left. How can a bad coach in a bad conference on a bad team come to the best conference and turn it around? I just don't see how it happens. And then he tried the same thing with Ben Hicks, a bad player on a bad team or an average player on a bad team, and come here and try to turn it around. It's pitiful, pitiful, pitiful. I mean, if that guy thought Ben Hicks was going to do anything here, what worries me more is that Hunter Yurachek thinks Chad Morris is going to do more here. I mean, come on. I mean, at some point, the logic doesn't add up. You bring a bad coach from a bad conference to a team in the best conference, and you think he's going to fix it? I mean, It's like giving Stevie Wonder the keys to your Lamborghini.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ben. Sorry, man. We have to end on that note. I get it, man. I get it. But don't worry. You're going to have more time, more chances to have your reactions over the weekend for the Arkansas game on Monday morning with the Morning Rush and also halftime. Be sure to tune in. Appreciate everybody listening in. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you on Monday.
You could be one roll away from $1 million. Head to Cherokee Casino and Hotel Westside.